lady. What's going on? Hi. Oh, that's a big dog. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Are we shouting at Mummy? Well, where do I start? It has been a very challenging couple of months. I am getting married, very exciting. I'm not wearing my ring because I'm in the house working and I don't want to get it ruined. So yes, I'm getting married, and as anyone who knows who's got married and arranged a wedding, it brings its own difficulties and challenges, and unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, things have had to be rapidly changed, and there's been a lot of emotions behind those changes, which is very draining. And the issue that you have with emotions is that it can lie on you like a cloud. So not only are you're exhausted basically by your emotions. You know, your nervous system's up, your cortisol levels are up. It gives you brain fog, tiredness. You lose that luster for motivation because it's so exhausting. And you also lose that ability or want to do self-care, when actually, when you're at your most drained is when self-care is the most important. Now, for me, I like to go to the gym, do yoga, go for long walks in the forest. I also like to take vitamins. I use a really good company called Healf. My code is down the bottom if you want to use it to get any discounts. And I'll show you the kind of things that I've been using to kind of keep myself motivated. Because not only have we had the wedding difficulty, we also, one of our beautiful cats, Floki, has also been really ill. So he may have, well, we're trying to find out if he's got kidney disease or not. And then I thought I lost my other cat, Odin, who is an absolute lunatic, who's running around the house as we speak. So that was another drain. Bumped the car. Are you running around? Wait, he's off. Bumped the car. I'm just trying to think what else has been going on. It literally has been a roller coaster of emotions. And on top of that, I'm trying to run a business, I'm coaching. So you can imagine that when you have these trials and tribulations in your life, feeling like you are lacking motivation, feeling drained, they are all normal attributes of the situation. It's really, how do you manage those attributes? How do you manage that lack of energy and any kind of sadness that you feel to keep propelling yourself forward? Because you will also need to take the time to rest so you don't get burnt out, and understand your emotions and where they're coming from and learn from them, as well as giving yourself the space to heal and move forward at the same time. What cheeky! Oh, come here then. Come and say hello. So with that, I am extremely behind on my videos because it takes quite a long time to do the research, the scripting and the editing. And what I learned from my previous videos was that I was putting way too much information into one video, which was making it really difficult to make the theories. Come here. It was making it really difficult to... Odin. Oh, that's my cat. It was making it really difficult to make the information more concise. And I'm new to creating these videos for YouTube. And obviously I am new to creating these videos for YouTube. So I'm in that learning stage of scripting and making sure that when I'm scripting, I am following a kind of formula that not only makes it easy for me to create my next videos, but also makes it easy for you to understand what it is that I'm talking about and then how to carry on to the next video. So it's been about 6 months and it's still quite a deep learning curve because I am not a natural writer. And I wouldn't say I'm a natural, well, some of my friends would say I'm a natural talker, but I wouldn't say I'm a natural talker either. It's really interesting when you're trying to talk for teaching or when you're just having natural chit chats with your friend. It's about having this story fluid movement with what it is that you're trying to explain, which doesn't actually come quite natural. So today I'm going to be concentrating on finishing a script because I need to get it filmed and edited, and it was meant to be out for Thursday, but I'm going to try. But with everything else that's been going on, it's just really set me back because I've been trying to do a lot of self-care and also not feel overwhelmed or burnt out because of the situations that are going on privately, which affects your eternal energy. So I've got back to, and also I had really bad food poisoning and that lasted for like 2 weeks. So that also drained my energy quite a lot. So I'm using, I'll show you what I've got in, you know what, I'll go get it, hold on. So these are the kind of products that I buy from Health. And I do kind of circulate what I'm using, but I'm gonna go for, the Creatine. This is going to help with muscle performance and cognitive function. And I have noticed that when I take Creatine, I don't get as much brain fog. So that's really important for me to keep up. This is a new one that I'm trying. I did try some Creatine gummies that were about £80 a pack, but they were very expensive, but they were really good. But I couldn't find them for some reason. I've got glutamine. So I'm taking that for my gut to help line it, also wound and injuries, sports performance, again for when I'm in the gym. I'm also taking Collagen 500 by Wild Nutrition. I'm taking some, I've got my BioMel, and I've also got these ones which I got from my friend who's a nurse, and that was also to help me with the food poisoning. I also have my Thorne Elite, which is a fantastic company. I have PM and AM, and these are actually for athletes, but I really notice a difference when I take these vitamins. It definitely gives me more energy. It helps with any kind of hormonal imbalances, and it just keeps my cortisol levels quite well balanced. So even though I've been a bit overwhelmed and a bit stressed and a bit drained of energy, when I take this stuff, it just kind of, it's able to, like, how do I explain it? Like, I can feel it, but I'm able to carry on moving forward without it completely smothering me, should I say. And then also L-Lysine as well, which is again got collagen in, good for healthy immune functions. So it's really just trying to do the best that you can when you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, when you have feelings of anxiety, as well as taking that time to breathe and relax. Like, self-care is so important in the times of stress. So they're all from Health. Again, I would highly recommend them. They're my favorite company because everything you need is on there. And also, like I said, their customer service is insane. I feel like I'm friends. They're my friends. Their customer service is insane. They get back to you really quickly. They offer you fantastic discounts. If there's any problems, they solve it immediately. They're such a fantastic company. Again, the code's at the bottom if you want to use it. But if you are looking for scientific, researched, healthy, organic, the best multivitamins or vitamins or anything really to help you, move yourself forward, then this company would be the one I'd go to. And also, like, price wise, I didn't get this one from there, I don't think. Also price wise, they're just so competitive. Thorne Elite used to be £146 when it first used to come out because he couldn't get it. It was from, where were they from? They are recommended. So I've always found that whenever I've taken these, they help me sail through the months and years. So that's where I'm at with that. So at the moment, I've been just taking time for self-care because of the difficulty of the wedding, the cats being ill, having food poisoning. Here, he's coming in now, having, hi, sweetie. Are you coming in? No. And that has set me really far behind with the channel. And also, obviously, I'm working as well. So that's priority. That comes precedent over everything else at this moment in time. So today is all going to be about first taking my vitamins, then scripting the videos in a way that is in a way that is best practices for YouTube, rather than me just generally talking, which is what I'm doing today, because these are just my behind the scene videos. So these are going to be more scripted in a way that works for YouTube, not only for the algorithm. And when I say algorithm, I'm talking about not only that works for the people that want to review them. So one, you can search them better. Two, they're in a formula that works in a teaching format. And three, they lead into the next videos. I could easily just keep on writing and writing and writing, but then that means I'm not really learning anything because I'm still stuck in the same position. And another thing I noticed was with like the shorts and the TikTok videos, as easy as it is to take off the clips from the YouTube videos, which is what a lot of people do, it isn't getting as many viewings because it's not in those formats, which obviously when you Google how to do TikTok videos and shorts, it tells you to do them in certain formats. But to be honest, it's the time it takes to script, write and edit and film your main content, and then do the next section when you, especially when you are on your own, doing it all on your own. So it's easier at the beginning just to take clips from the YouTube videos and put them out there as their own separate entity, rather than having to film your separate clips, which has been great and it's been getting me in the flow. And I think what's really good about doing it that way is that it's actually like a confidence builder, because you've got so many things to think about when you're starting off on your channel and getting yourself an audience and really finding out who you are and what kind of film videos you like to shoot and how you come across on camera, and also like what are your strengths, my strength. What are my strengths? I feel like my strengths might be that I feel I'm a bit more natural when I'm on camera. I thought I'd be terrible, but when I do the editing, I'm like, oh, actually, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But my weaknesses are definitely in the organization of the writing, which takes me the majority of the time. And I'm hoping that over time, that weakness will get smaller and smaller because I will be able to follow a format. And following systems is so important. And I follow systems in my business, like my routine, my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, getting up at a certain time, going to the gym at a certain time, having outreach Mondays. Also, AI definitely helped me with this, which was categorizing and logging my filing system so that I seem to put things in so many different places, and it was actually taking me time to find things. And what I used ChatGPT for was to make a filing system so I'm only finding them in one certain place. I also recently bought a Synology drive, a NAS drive, so I no longer have to upload things to the cloud, because cloud payments were just costing an absolute fortune. So I bought a Synology NAS drive, which I'll show you on another video, and I upload everything to there. See, this is what I'm doing. I'm like jumping from one thing to another, and that's what I do in my YouTube videos. So that's what I'm learning not to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to have some of this with some water, have some breakfast, go to my desk, start and finish the script for the video that I want to get out on Thursday. If I can get that done today, I'm going to film it today as well, and then try and edit it tomorrow to get out for Thursday. Now, that's not really a good way to create these YouTube videos, because I don't want to be chasing my tail. I want to be able to do a month in advance. Right, coffee's done. Let's get this in the water. and let's get working. Because what time is it now? It is 10 to 10, which is, we're currently behind. Yeah, 10 to 10, we're currently behind. We're gonna have some water, have some breakfast, and get moving. And you know, if you get some really good vitamins, you don't need to take that many. Like all this seems like a lot, but actually it really does help with your energy. I'm going to use this. Okay, breakfast done. I mean, we're very behind. Eat this, clean the kitchen, work. Okay, it's writing time. We are going to focus on the script today. The goal is to finalize it, get it edited, and get ready to film maybe some today or tomorrow morning. Spend a couple of hours filming, probably 4 hours filming, maybe 4 hours editing. If I can get it out on Thursday, great. If not, I'll have to get it out the following week. And for our scripting, the best thing that I found to use is what I used when I was studying at my university. It's called Scrivener, and it's really good because you're able to like put all your research, your drafts, your ideas on one section and come back and forth to them. I mean, I have tried Notion and I've used ClickUp, and they're also really, really good, but I just feel like Scrivener helps you organize your information a lot better, and you can keep going back and like putting them next to each other, the documents, and then I can highlight sections and use that as a kind of mind mapping for when I'm writing to help me stay organized. So I will show you how I use that, and that's what I'm going to be using today. And I can just do draft after draft and then keep checking on those drafts, but also keep pulling in the information that I need as well. That's really helpful. Pomodoro up, so I do 60 minutes with 10 minutes or 5 minute short breaks and then a long break. So I'm going to have deep focus on that as well today. I'm just trying to think what else. I've got my research folders in blocks on Google. So I have like my Google tags, researching, mentoring section, admin. So I'll use all that and go through them. But I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to do. So we've got 6 hours and 29 minutes left of focus time. So I'll catch you on the flip side. I love saying that word. Yeah, speak to you later. And we're back. Okay, so it's 4:20 20 to 5, 4, 20 to 5, 20 to 5. It's 20 to 5. We've basically not moved. We've had lunch, little sandwich, and we've finished off our script. Now I do have this huge document, which is all about how to write a really good script. Just because I've realized if I don't write them and research is easy for me because I did it in my master's, but if I don't write them concisely, it then takes me weeks. And really I need to do recommendation for writing scripts is like 2 to 3 hours for focused script completion, and then also doing the research as well, which is about 4 hours of research, and then God, kind of like, how do you write it down? And then taking breaks. And then before I finish doing writing and editing, you're meant to leave like 12 hours. So basically come back to it the next day. So I mean, I'm like trying only to write certain things word for word, the rest bullet point them. But I'll show you I'll show you what I've used on Scrivener. I'll do a screen share in a minute and show you. In fact, let's have a look if I can do one now. So if I just go on here, that's my little meter. So I'm gonna video this now. So this is what I'm using. This is Scrivener, and this is on the left hand side is like where I've got what version of script you're on. So at the moment this is version 3, and I've also got shorts to do as well, which I've not done yet. And then I've got hashtag 16, 17, 18, and they're the next video. So what I realized what works is if I do the videos in themes instead of like just my conscious thoughts of ideas. So I'm trying to theme it for each month so I can stick to the same kind of research, because what I was doing was jumping around on different researches. So I'm trying to stick to a theme for this month, and then I've got my research for my pain points, any papers and stuff I'm going to put in here, and I'm going to do that for each all the way through to December. So at the moment this is for August, no, October, November, December. Any kind of aid that I'm using to find the research. And as you can see here, this is like how I'm outlining my script. So the hook, basically to entice you to want to watch the videos, the preview, which I never was doing before, of like what's coming, what to be prepared for. So that's really interesting. Why would you even want to know about this? So like the pain points of it, diving deep into the science of why this research works, what I'm talking about, and how it actually works for you in a psychological and neurological way. Otherwise, what's the point of, for me, it's like, I want to know the science behind why things would work. Otherwise, they're just word of mouth. I want to know the theories and where these theories have come from. And then I'm going to give you the solution. And these are the solutions that I use in my coaching practice, in my business, solutions I've used for myself, and also the science behind the solutions. They're not just like, feel good solutions. They're actually based on scientific values. So then I'm going to talk to you through this. So then the frameworks, and then I realized that what was happening when I was doing my videos, I wasn't telling you what was coming next. So now I'm like, what video is coming next? So I have to pre-plan that video as well. And then my outro. So for my outro, what I'm putting in is things that I've created. So at the moment, I've created a really good Live by Your Values planner on Notion, and a huge PDF ebook with all psychological training for you to review. So I've got a video for that as well, but I won't go into too much, but that's all in the description. So this is just going to let you know that it's available. And also if you want to work with me as a coach, then we can discuss where you are now, where you want to be. And I would use the coaching techniques and the psychology that I've been trained in to help you move forward. So that's what I realized I was missing in my last videos. So probably nothing is going to go out on Thursday because I don't have the time to edit this video, finish the shorts on here and edit this one. What can you do? It is what it is. Things have got in the way. The private external situations have got in the way of progression this month. And that's just the way it is, really, isn't it? And you can't really beat yourself up. You've just got to think, what am I able to do in the time and resources I have available? And slowly work towards reaching those goals. And unfortunately, I haven't got the time or the resources available to currently get this out on Thursday. So I'm going to start it for next Thursday because I'm still talking about August. So I'm going to do it for next Thursday and try and get as much done and as much content done so I can get it out for next Thursday, the Thursday after, and Thursday after, and try and get ahead of myself and not really beat myself up too much, because that doesn't solve anything, does it really? Yeah, okay. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else I want to tell you on this BTS video because all I've done is sat at my desk and work. We've actually decided to go for a run. So me and Chris are gonna just kind of like stretch our legs and yeah, go for a run around the block because I've been sat at my desk all day. So I've got a running kit on and we'll probably do like 30 minutes just to get some fresh air. This will probably be a run walk if I'm honest, where no, we'll do like a 5-minute run and then I walk, then I run, but better than nothing.
It's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
We're going to do 5k.
We're not doing 5k. I won't make it. Huh? I won't make it. I'll just come with Odin. You're not coming! And this is his little lead. You're not coming, Odin! And this is his little cat lead. He's such a little adventure cat. I know. Next time. I promise. All right. Bye.